Greetings, everybody. I forgot to explain a few more things. There's a few more things from the sit-down training that I wanted to explain, and the reason why they're really good for you. For me, I've noticed like a 90% increase in muscle growth from 2 weeks worth of training, and I actually had to stop training so that way I wouldn't get all super duper bulky, because I try to keep myself toned, but it got ridiculous where my arm is just way too thick. But, like, compared to this arm, I can just flex this just fine. No problem. And I can grab onto that like it's less than a hamburger. That's just like wishy-washy. The one thing I want to explain to you in a little bit as well is that, the reason why I need to practice more with this left side when it comes to sit-down training is because I'm highly proficient with my right side. Like, pretty much all it is just pretty much blocking and attacking, blocking and attacking, blocking and attacking. And remember, it's very key that you do all this as quickly as possible when you're practicing it. The only reason why I slow it down is so that you can see how it's done. But sometimes I have to speed things up just so that way you can see how it's properly done. And that's why I do the demos sometimes. And sometimes the demos will teach something. If it says skippable, it can be skippable, but all lessons are very valuable. Block, attack, block, attack, block, attack, block, attack, block, attack, block. I'm not too sure if I fucked up, but if somebody came up at me from the top, I could block it. I'm using Old Lucky today. And once again, block, attack, block, attack, block, attack, block, attack. And see how when I came down, I still keep myself protected? Because I'm holding myself like this, but I'm holding my sword like this. That way I keep my silhouette so I can always block left or right. Ready to bring it down. And I also keep my sword at an angle so that way I don't leave my sword out like this. Because what you're going to do when your sword's out like this? That's not good. So I leave it out at an angle if I'm not properly slashing. So I'm ready to block. That's how I go about it. Because, like, pretty much I can pretty much come out like this or like this and bring it down. But always be ready to switch it up again, because switching in a stance is very key. Like, for me, I like to fight like this sometimes, because not only do I keep my blade pointing down so I'm ready to block my lower, but I'm able to block while keeping my blade pointed at my opponent and being able to bring it down like this at any time. Because remember, this stance, you can switch it up really easily to this stance. And then from this stance, you can go like that. So, just like that, see? But in between the swing, if shit goes wrong, I can still block, and then block, block, and then bring it down. But see how I keep it at angle? Is because I want to be able to bring it back into a defensive position. And that's how I go about it. Because it's all about head games to your opponent. You don't want to be too readable. That's why speed's incredibly important. Because like I said, you wouldn't be able to see that one switch up, like I said, when it came defensively, because I turned into a slash, but I'm always like this, or like this, if I want to. Even though when I go like this, so when I bring it up to switch it up, it's like that. Automatic switch to forward hand stance. Even though, like I said, I don't like to keep my sword out in front of me like this, because what you're going to really do with it? You're going to move it to the left, you're going to move it to the right, you're just leaving yourself wide open there, kid. Don't do it. Nonetheless, when it comes down to it, that's why I try to keep most of my strikes sideways. I am guilty of bringing it down, but I'm always ready to switch it up, kid. And that's the way you should be too. So you bring it down, block, bring it down, block. I like to be ready. that's why I always keep my sword sideways too, so that way I can block up, block down, block up, block down, block in between, you know? And then I can do sideways stance sitting down. I remember last episode I couldn't, but what I like to do is I can either bring it from my hip and bring it up to you, or I can bring it down and bring it down. And you weren't expecting that. But yeah, that's what I do for sideways stance. Ironically, I can do it sitting down versus standing up when I'm indoor. I have to remember that. I actually discovered that right now, but it works. But yeah, I like to use this style because it's also, remember that one style where you bring it from your hip and you bring it down? It's kind of like that. So just remember that as well. And as you can see, there's a lot more free roam, so you can do a lot of your techniques sitting down. So I don't want to hear your bitch ass say that you can't practice. You can sit down and go practice. And it gives you more upper body strength, so it's double beneficiary. Nonetheless, I think you pretty much got it. And as you know, my specialty is reverse hand, so I'm pretty much ready to block, 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 attack. Remember, wait for a point of opportunity. Block, block, bring it down, kick. I guess if I'm sitting down as good as I should fighting sitting up. I really like it. Nonetheless, it's something I recently did because, like I said, I like to hinder myself with obstacles. More obstacles, the better. Now, like I said, practicing with opposite side. It was like this. Block, attack, block, attack, block, attack, block, attack, block, attack. Like I said, I'm not the best with my left side, but I can do reverse hand pretty proficiently compared to my forward hand, which is like block, attack, block, attack, block, attack, block, attack, block, attack. I'm kind of holding my sword wrong because the yellow string was in the proper area. I have to remember this is a good area to practice with my opposite hand, is just sitting down. Sit down training has a lot of mysterious benefits that I don't know yet, but it does increase your muscle growth by 90%, I'll tell you. That's why I'm going to be doing a lot of this on this side, because I need to get some better muscle growth so I can actually handle this sword. Because I know I make it look easy on this side, but this side's not been trained for it. So, like I said in my previous episode, this side's pretty much very similar to your other side. Well, your main sides right now. But as you get muscle, you'll be able to move faster and harder, just like this side. This side's always remained strong, but this side I've barely trained. Because believe it or not, I usually work with one sword. I don't actually practice often with two. It's a crazy misconception that I always use two, but I actually practice with the one most of the time. I only pick up two when I'm taking it up a notch. Plus, I started off with two-handers, people, so that's why I'm pretty proficient with attacking with this thing the way I do. Because it's easy to switch stance, remember? Easy. Nonetheless, this is Ryan Wolf. I'm signing out.